What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with the Boxing Clinic. We out here talking today about, who's worse talking boxing. Who do you least want to hear talk boxing? And I know but most people would say both. But if you had to pick between two evils, which guy is just fucking retarded when it comes to talking boxing? Now, most people is on the Stephen A. Smith bandwagon right now for the simple fact that they had him actually commentating boxing. I would have taken Jalen Rose before him. I see Jalen Rose at some of the fights. Magic Johnson has been over the fights for many years. There's a lot more people qualified to speak boxing over there at ESPN. Now, he's more seen as a Mayweather guy, but Mayweather has blasted him in the past and blasted Skip Bayless and has came on the show after Skip Bayless left the show. And, he talked. I didn't, see the full little interview he did. But, Stephen A. Smith, rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, calling the Ali Funka, I can't pronounce his name, guy. He didn't know who he was, or he didn't know who Randall Bailey was. And Al Bernstein, he loaded his weapon and fired off at Stephen A. Smith about that as well. And Skip Bayless is known for being an extra Floyd Mayweather hater as well. Anybody against Floyd Mayweather, he says they have the chance. And, he really doesn't have a lack of knowledge for the sport. He's, I just hate when, him and Stephen A. Smith talk about the sport, especially without a Roy Jones being there or a boxing expert being there as well. And it's terrible to listen to, man, to most of the times to somebody, who knows the sport of boxing for the most part or knows something about it or dibbles and dabbles in it. And you hear they talk about, a lot of stuff. And I listen to Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp got a little bit technical about, the styles between Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather. It sound like he's been doing his due diligence, studying the small part that I listen to. But, I think more on the part of Skip Bayless. His character on TV is more of a scripted act. He takes his role and he plays it well. He's supposed to be the Dallas Cowboy, loving LeBron, hating Floyd Mayweather, hating type of guy, loving Tebow as well. I think he's more of a personality. He's scripted. I think it's premeditated what he's going to say and what he's going to do. And some of the stuff I think he comes out of his mouth, he doesn't believe it. As for Stephen A. Smith, I think he's a contradiction of himself all the time. And I think he's the worst here. I'm going to tell you why he's the worst when it comes to being a nimwit in the sport of boxing. They gave him the microphone and a platform to really set himself a failure up against real hardcore fans, casual fans, purists. That's how we chop him up. On a larger stage to know that he's an idiot. Contrary to what you believe, a lot of people don't watch First Take. I used to watch when it was Cold Pizza. I dibble and dabble in it. Even when Skip was on it, I still didn't watch it no more. It became a joke. It wasn't what it was when it was Cold Pizza. And a lot of people don't watch, Skip Bayless' show, Undisputed. A lot of people don't watch that stuff, as far as boxing fans. So when we first hear them talk about it, it's like, man, them motherfuckers don't know shit. And then when you turn on the TV and you see Stephen A. Smith, being a lead person on ESPN for ESPN Friday or ESPN Boxing Hour with Top Rank. And Golden, now probably with Golden where they do some more bigger fights. You like, man, he terrible. He had the platform and the voice, a bigger voice on the boxing stage than Skip Bayless. So I think it's him just for the simple point that he had the platform to hang himself. Skip Bayless, don't nobody give a fuck what he said after he dick rided Tebow and Kyle and he talked about Manny Pacquiao, the shoulders. Nobody took him serious no more sports wise. But Stephen A. Smith had the platform to hang